Jealous sister ruined my relationship, so I caught her cheating and exposed everything at her job anniversary. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a wild story for you about family drama, betrayal, and sweet, sweet revenge. Buckle up, because this is going to be a roller coaster ride. So picture this. I had it all. A loving boyfriend, a great job, and what I thought was a close relationship with my sister. Little did I know, my sister was harboring a deep jealousy that would lead to the ultimate betrayal. Let's start at the beginning. My sister, let's call her Sarah, and I were always close growing up. We shared clothes, gossip, and dreams. But as we got older, things started to change. I met the love of my life, Jake, at a coffee shop. It was like something out of a rom-com: spilled latte, awkward apologies, and an instant connection. We started dating and everything was perfect. Sarah seemed happy for me at first. She'd ask about our dates, gush over the cute photos we posted on social media, and even helped plan our 6-month anniversary surprise. But then things started to get weird. Sarah began making odd comments about Jake. She'd point out his flaws, question his intentions, and even suggest that he might be cheating on me. At first, I brushed it off as sisterly concern, but the comments kept coming, getting more frequent and more pointed. Then the accidental run-ins started. Sarah would show up at places she knew Jake and I frequented. She'd always have an excuse. "Oh, I didn't know you guys would be here." But the coincidences were piling up. Things came to a head when Jake and I had a huge fight. It was about something stupid. I can't even remember what now. But Sarah was there, fanning the flames. She kept bringing up past issues, making everything seem worse than it was. That night, Jake and I broke up. I was devastated. But Sarah was right there, offering a shoulder to cry on and plenty of ice cream. She told me I was better off without him, that I deserved someone who truly appreciated me. For a while, I believed her, but something felt off. A few weeks after the breakup, I overheard Sarah on the phone. She was giggling, talking in that flirty voice she used with guys she liked. And then I heard it. She said Jake's name. My blood ran cold. Suddenly, everything clicked into place. The comments, the coincidences, the way she stirred up trouble during our fight. Sarah hadn't been looking out for me. She'd been sabotaging my relationship. I was furious, but I knew I needed proof. So I started my own investigation. I borrowed Sarah's phone when she was in the shower and found messages between her and Jake. She'd been pursuing him for months, playing the sympathetic sister while trying to drive a wedge between us. But here's the kicker. Jake had been shutting her down the whole time. He told her repeatedly that he loved me and wasn't interested in her. But Sarah just wouldn't give up. I was hurt, angry, and ready for revenge. But I knew that simply confronting Sarah wouldn't be enough. She'd deny everything, twist the story, and probably try to turn our family against me. No, I needed something bigger. Something that would expose her true nature to everyone. And then I remembered. Sarah's big job anniversary was coming up. She'd been at her company for 5 years, and they were throwing her a huge party. Everyone would be there. Coworkers, bosses, even clients. It was the perfect opportunity. I spent the next few weeks gathering evidence. Screenshots of Sarah's messages to Jake, recordings of her badmouthing me to our friends, even a video of her trying to kiss Jake at a party when she thought no one was looking. I also did some digging into her work life. Turns out, Sarah wasn't just a backstabber in her personal life. She'd been taking credit for her coworkers' ideas, spreading rumors to get ahead, and even fudging some numbers on her reports. The day of the party arrived. Sarah was glowing, accepting congratulations and soaking up the praise. Little did she know, her world was about to come crashing down. I stood up, glass in hand, ready to give a toast. The room fell silent, all eyes on me. To Sarah, I began, "My dear sister, you've always been so ambitious." Sarah beamed, not realizing the trap she was walking into. In fact, I continued, Sarah's ambition knows no bounds. Not even family ties can hold her back. The smile began to falter on Sarah's face as I launched into my expose. I revealed everything. The sabotage of my relationship, the lies, the manipulations. I played the recordings, showed the screenshots, all on the big screen that was supposed to be for a celebratory slideshow. But I wasn't done. I turned to Sarah's boss and said, and it's not just in her personal life. Did you know about the falsified reports? The stolen ideas? The room erupted into chaos. Sarah was screaming, trying to deny everything. But the evidence was overwhelming. Her bosses looked furious. Her co-workers shocked and betrayed. In the midst of it all, I locked eyes with Sarah and said, "You tried to ruin my life. How does it feel to have yours fall apart instead?" I walked out of that party with my head held high, leaving Sarah to face the consequences of her actions. The aftermath. Sarah was fired on the spot. Our family was in shock, but the evidence was undeniable. They sided with me, finally seeing Sarah for who she really was. And Jake, once he learned the full story, he was appalled at Sarah's behavior. We talked things through and decided to give our relationship another chance. This time, without any sisterly help. So, what's the moral of this story? Karma's a bitch, and so am I when you mess with my life. But more importantly, the truth always comes out. You can only live a lie for so long before it all comes crashing down. But wait, there's more. What happened next? The drama didn't end at that party. Oh right, I just nuked my sister's career and relationship with our family. Talk about going nuclear, right? But life has a funny way of throwing curveballs when you least expect them. About a month after the infamous party incident, I got a text from an unknown number. Guess who? Sarah. She was asking to meet up and talk. My first instinct was to block the number and forget about it, but curiosity got the better of me. We agreed to meet at a neutral location, a small cafe on the outskirts of town. I half expected her to not show up, or worse, to come with some elaborate scheme for revenge. But when Sarah walked in, I barely recognized her. Gone was the polished, confident woman who'd stop at nothing to get what she wanted. In her place was someone who looked broken. Sarah sat down, hands shaking as she clutched her coffee cup. And then she did something I never thought I'd see. She started crying. Not the manipulative tears she'd used in the past to get her way, but genuine, heart-wrenching sobs. Between gasps, she started apologizing for everything. The sabotage, the lies, the years of jealousy and resentment. She told me how losing her job and our family's trust had been a wake-up call. "I hit rock bottom," she said, "and I realized the person I hated most wasn't you, it was myself." Part of me wanted to scoff, to dismiss this as another one of her acts, but there was a rawness to her words that felt real. Sarah went on to explain that she'd started therapy, trying to unpack years of insecurity and toxic behavior. She didn't ask for forgiveness. She said she knew she didn't deserve it. All she wanted was a chance to apologize face to face. I sat there, conflicted. On one hand, Sarah had caused so much pain and drama in my life. On the other, seeing her like this, genuinely remorseful, it stirred something in me. After a long silence, I spoke. "I can't forgive you. Not yet. Maybe not ever. But I hear you, and I appreciate you owning up to what you did." Sarah nodded, wiping her tears. "That's more than I deserve," she said. We parted ways that day with an awkward hug and a promise to keep lines of communication open. It wasn't forgiveness, but it was something. Now I know what you're thinking. Am I crazy for even considering giving Sarah another chance? Trust me, I've asked myself the same question 1,000 times. But here's the thing, family is complicated. People are complicated. Does this mean Sarah and I are best friends again? Hell no. Trust is like a mirror. You can glue it back together, but you'll always see the cracks. But it's a start. As for Jake and me, we're taking things slow, rebuilding trust, rediscovering why we fell for each other in the first place. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. And you know what? In a weird way, I'm almost grateful for what happened. It showed me who my true friends are, made my relationship with Jake stronger, and taught me that I'm tougher than I ever knew. If you enjoyed this story, you know the drill. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm crazy for giving Sarah a chance, or if you've ever had to deal with family drama like this. Until next time, stay fabulous and stay true to yourself.